Hello everyone, welcome back to Simon Painting with Mike, and today, sorry, something was making me laugh on the TV, and it's a chap's name called Raoul, but the woman was going, Raoul! So every time she called him, it weren't just like Raoul, it was like, Raoul, Raoul, come here, Raoul! So I've never heard that name before, so it was quite funny. It's just the way like she was saying it. But yes, we are here. The time is nearly said 2 o'clock. It's 2:40 here in the United Kingdom on the 12th of January. It is also the day of Wild Heart Episode 2 Series 1. That's coming up later on whatever the service is. So yeah, I can't wait to watch the next episode. They had been doing it free on this program called, I think it's like Freeview or Free Play, something like that. And luckily I've not had to pay for anything, because Amazon Prime is a bit of a con, because you pay this $8.99 every month, and yet you still have to pay for films, even though they reckon that so many films are free. Well, every film I've wanted to watch so far, I've had to pay for it, so I consider it a bit of a con. Yeah, I've just been watching Two Brothers, and that's where where I was saying Raoul, because the lady, her son's called Raoul, and I couldn't believe it. I have seen the film before, but Freddie Highmore was in there. He's one of my favourite actors. He's been in a lot of things: Spiderwick Chronicles, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Bates Motel, 5 Children and It, I believe he was in. So he's done quite a lot of things. And it's utility day. So been doing all the housework, and I've got a problem. I think I've accidentally, because with my Hoover you have to empty the canister thing, and I think I've accidentally thrown the canister away, because I cannot find the canister anywhere, because I emptied it, put it down, and now I can't find it. And I've looked in every room and I cannot find it anywhere. So I've got the motor, I've got the handle and the head to it, but no canister. So we're in a bit of a pickle really, because I don't think I can get a canister just on its own. So chances are I've got to buy a new bloody Hoover. So not very happy at the moment, because I can't find it and I can't do the hoovering. So yeah, so when the contractors come in on Wednesday to do this gas check, they'll just have to have a messy floor, because unfortunately I can't find my Hoover, so I can't hoover it. And oh no, please don't say football's on again. Oh no, this can't be happening. Please, no. Right, that's it. I'm gonna have to turn that off. I can't stand football. Oh, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban's on. Do you know, ITV2 have got an obsession with Harry Potter, because every week they put Harry Potter on. It's just, is it like very popular or something, or it's like a few months ago we had the film called Rio nearly every week. So yeah, normally on Sundays they give you like film days, so you've got like films new enough all day on ITV2. So yeah, so yeah, so I've done the duvet, that's all done and drying, and then done all the spring clean of the windows because I like to give them a little clean as well. I've done my bathroom mirror and the hall mirror, and next was going to be the hoovering, but I can't find the canister, so I'll have to make a start on the bathroom next. And then tomorrow I'm going to head off up to town before I go to work and get my free sausage. Now I can choose out of a sausage roll, a cake or hot chocolate. But by the time I take the hot chocolate from Greg's to the train station, it's cold, so I never really bother with a hot chocolate. So I'm getting a bit fed up with keep having sausage roll every week, so I'm gonna have a cake, which I shouldn't really do, but yeah, I'm gonna have a cake instead. So yes. Okay, let's see if we can get a bit multi-face in there. But apparently on the news they've been saying that apparently sausage rolls are, no, it was Facebook I think, not the news, but yeah, sausage rolls are supposed to be going up even more. I mean, they're already over like £1, but not for me because I don't pay for them, so But yeah, I can see people not buying them if they keep putting the prices up for them. Everything just seems to be going up and up and up. Like, it's a brand new year and still they're putting prices up. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so and tonight I'm gonna have, I do an alternation, so I always do like 1 week's roast dinner, the next week's toad in the hole. So I'm gonna have toad in the hole with mash, carrots and gravy with 2 Yorkshire puddings. So that's a bit of a random dinner, isn't it? But yeah, I fancy toad in the hole this week, so I'm gonna have that, and then once that's cooked I'll put on Wild at Heart and watch episode 2. And then I'll have to get my uniform ready for tomorrow because it's back to bloody work. Which I know we shouldn't complain because it like pays the bills and stuff, but I've really enjoyed having the weekend off. It's funny because Roxanne left me a comment on one of her videos saying that she wants to book time off as well. Like, everyone gets to the point where they just need a break, like, so yeah, if I were you, Roxanne, I would take time off. And as I say, this is being recorded in January, so yeah. I find it very difficult talking about current things when I'm pre-recording, you see, so everything you hear in a pre-record has probably already happened. But yeah, now the weather is pretty dull, miserable, same usual shit. Because let's be honest, it is shit weather, so it don't make sense. Like, earlier on it was a clear bright sky and now it's all the dull crap. But they did say it's going to get less cold, so yeah, Okay, so we've got number 1 there. Brilliant. What I'll do is if we get down to this bit, I'll then go and look for them because I think they're already kitted up. But at the moment, I can't be asked to get off my seat to look. So now April, I was thinking of doing a Harry Potter series 2, but we've also got Easter, so what we might have to do is do like a Harry Potter, and then for the Easter weekend we'll just put an Easter program on, you know, because we can't leave that out. So yeah, well, I might move it to a different month because I was going to do it in May, but that's the Chelsea Flower Show, so we can't do it in May. I've been kitting up my special tiger one today that I got from Temu. Ooh, ooh, Temu, ooh, ooh, Temu, shop like a billionaire. Has anyone ever seen the commercial? I know Linda has. But it goes, ooh, ooh, Temu. But yeah. Oops. So yes, I need to see what the range has got, because obviously we're in a new year now, so I'm actually surprised they've not done any like New Year sort of style paintings. So that would have been quite nice to do. And what's the time? 10 to 3, yeah, George would be taking Teddy back now. So yeah, which means he will have the grumps because he hates having to take them back. But I suppose because it's nice spending time with him, you know, and then it's like, oh right, you got to go home now, you know, and it's like, oh. So he doesn't cope well with that. He tends to have beers when he's like took the boys back. So yeah. But yeah, I did visit Saturday. I didn't go over Friday, I visited Saturday and then came back Saturday, so I'm just getting a bit fed up with keep staying all the time. It like backlogs my painting and stuff. And also I like to watch my movie night, and I can't really do it when it's like a house full, you know. Do you know, every time I do a multiplayer session, I always have to like go back and then make sure they're all in the right place. I'm gonna have to put my drink here. But we know what the next session brings, this beautiful block of colour. We've got so much colour happening in this block here, so I can't wait to see how that comes about. And Tessa was telling me something to do with Squid Game has a new series on now, so I'm gonna have to get round to watching that, because Peaky Blinders was supposed to do a movie, and I don't know when that's due out, but yeah, so I'll have to find time for that. And then I was on TikTok and something happened with, is it Gracie May on The Masked Singer. She was in the frog, and apparently because she lost, she stormed off the stage, and where she's supposed to take her mask off, she didn't. And then obviously the producers sort of like talked her around to come on stage, because obviously I suspect they get paid for going on there, so obviously if they're not going to go on stage and do the rules, they're not going to get paid for doing it, are they? But yeah, it's never happened before, and obviously Joel told me, it was like, okay, what's going on? The frog has left already, so... But apparently when I was reading up on it, he had to do like an hour of like stand-up comedy, because she didn't come back for like an hour. So she was having like this big argument with the producers and that, so yeah, I don't think that's ever happened before, so interesting. I haven't seen the actual full episode yet, but obviously I've obviously got a sneak peek on TikTok, which is annoying because now I know who's behind the frog, and I don't like sport, like things sport. I like to be surprised, so yeah, I don't know on that one. You know, I think my nan would love to do this, but I don't know if she would. I mean, obviously, she might not. I'm just thinking it might sort of take her mind off the passing of my granddad, but I don't know. She's finding it quite difficult to like do daily things, because she just can't stop thinking about it. It's affected her that bad that she doesn't want to open her Christmas present. She still hasn't done, because she just feels like she's always opened them with my granddad, and of course because he's no longer there, you know, it's difficult. So she will open them, but she'll do it in her own time. And the other day she was like, she did, apparently my mum was saying that she looked at them on the sofa and was like, shall I or shan't I? And then she went to, and then she just was like, no, I need a bit more time, you know. So I mean, if that was me, I would be straight into it. You know what I'm like with parcels. I don't know if this is a 4-placer or a 3-placer, but I might have to, what's that say? It doesn't sound it, but I might cut that down to like a 3-placer. Really fancy burger and chips, but I fancied that yesterday, and then my brother cooked us all a dinner, so that sort of saved me cooking when I got back. But I know I've got toast in the hole today, but I really don't want to really fancy burger. But we used to always have that. My dad always used to have like, get the sesame buns and the burger buns and stuff with chips. But yeah. And then my brother said yesterday, oh, I need your help on Sunday, and I was like, well, what's it for? And he said, well, it's not so much I need your help, I was going to go for a pint, and I thought, yeah, don't even go there, because like last time I asked you to go, like you just ignored me. And then he said it was because of his work do. Well, that was a load of crap, because that was before that. So yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that, because what I'll do is he works like my dad, so he will wait to the day and then he'll cancel it on you and say, oh, I can't go, it's raining, you know. Any excuse he can put in the way of it, you know. Well, look at that, one more row and then we get to do, I can't wait. I literally just cannot wait to get some colouring. It's been so like dark looking, and now we're gonna get this lovely wither or splash of colour, if you like. So yeah, okay. I've been looking at the prices for Colchester Zoo, because I've been looking at the tickets and I think they're like £23, but there's this thing that they do called a zoo pass, and it's basically unlimited admittance into the zoo, so you don't have to pay each time you go. But when you do it online, it's like £72.50 something, but apparently you have to have your photo took to go on the card, so I suppose it's like an ID card, but you can't seem to do it online. It doesn't look like they post it to you, because when I went to the checkout page it said collect from the zoo. So that means I've got to like pay out £12.70 for fare, and then obviously pay out bus fare to get from Osborne Street in Colchester to the zoo. So just to pick up a card, I don't know why they can't just do it like Cineworld, because Cineworld Cinema, they do a similar thing with unlimited card, and you have to have your photo, but you can upload the photo on the website. I don't know why we can't do it, like order it through the post. It'd be so much easier. But then I'm thinking, do I do it online and then collect it, or do I mean, obviously there must be a way of doing it, because they said collect it, so unless you collect it and then have your photo took. But when I was reading up on it, it said that you have to see the guest services team to have your photo took. So I don't know whether it's best to like pay online and then collect it, or whether I just go to the zoo and just buy it there and then, you know. Because if someone buys it at the actual zoo, you must have to have it like there and then. So I don't know. Let's just straighten that up a little bit. But it does feel a bit steep, £72 for a year. I mean, I think unlimited with the cinema is £17.50. So, but I suppose when you've got all them animals to feed, it makes sense. So yeah. Okay, so that, my friends, is that one done. Wow. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can find, we want to get the number 8 if we can, and we want that, no, that's number 8, no it's not, it's S, is that an S? Yeah, it looks like an S. So if we get S and 8, if we've got that kitted up, which I'm going to have to cut this bit out where I'm not sort of whipping, because you're just going to be sitting there for a bit, because I've got to try and find the drills here. So what was it, S and 8? Oh, that's disappointing. So this is like a lilac, but they've actually given us that. I thought that might have been a bit light than that. Okay, and then we want S, which I don't think is kitted up yet. But I'm having a look. Oh, yeah, found it. And again, this is not very bright. It's like that sort of colour. So, never mind. But I think it's spot on actually. But What even is that? It's like a blob of paint. But let's just give that. I can't resist the urge, guys. We're going to have to turn this light off early. But yeah, look at that. Wow. But I just don't know why they've done that. I mean, what is it supposed to be? Oh, it feels so nice to have one block done. But on with the show. So yeah, let's do the next row now. Oh, it's so nice to be working on a new row. And this is, we're sort of creeping further and further into that beautiful head of flower look. I do love working on flowers. It's, I don't know what it is, but it's just, if you're having a grumpy day or you don't feel like you're having a good day, flowers just, as long as they're colourful, they sort of just make you feel better. And even if you're sad, you know, or if you're really happy, just flowers are just magical. You know, they can cheer you up. I actually quite like doing flowers. I've done, I'm trying to think what I did last year, but I can't remember. I don't actually know what I did last year. Oh, wasn't it that photo in the frame, that silver frame from Vinted? Yeah, I think it was that, wasn't it? That feels like ages ago. I'm pretty damn sure it was last year, but it feels like ages. Oh, we've got an R there, so aha, me hearty. So let's get, whoops, if I knock that, yes I have. Okay, so that's all tigers. So we want an R and a C. So, let's skip that out for the minute because you know, otherwise I've got to keep cutting it because I've put the pause button's too far in the clamp, so I can't push it with my hand. So I'm gonna have to do it the long way of like clipping it out every time I go and get a new pack of drills or something. Yeah, is that B? Can't work. Yeah, okay. Cool. So this is the bit where we have to be careful because we don't want to take it up too much. But I reckon a couple more. I reckon about there will do us for our next one. Yeah. Nearly used up all of these, which is nice. It's always lovely, isn't it, when you get a nice fresh refill of drills. Some people can go really fast at multi-placing, but I struggle with multi-placing. Like, I just can't do it fast enough. As I say, every time I put it down, I seem to like have to go back over, going right, just shift it a bit, you know, all the way up. Okay, number 3. Right, this is where it's going to get complicated. So we need 3. If we've got 3, which should be kitted up. Just going to have a look. Yeah. So that's number 3. As I say, when it's sort of like lots of confetti, I will tend to work on the bigger colours first. But apparently Dancing on Ice is supposed to be back tonight, and I'm not really a fan of that. So you guys don't be going like all over the TV putting it on, because I'm filming this on the 12th of January. So you will put it all on and it won't be on. See, again, this is very, very similar. So you see how easy it is. Oh man, seriously. Oh man, like I really feel like giving up now. Oh God almighty. Great. Absolutely bloody marvellous. So I can't work out what drill that was now. Oh boy. So bloody clumsy, it's unreal. Seriously. Oh my God, man. Right, well, I can't be asked to pick all that off for the minute, so I'm going to carry on. You're probably all screaming at me, go, like, pick it off. Like, and I will pluck that off later because I don't know if they were the 8 or the 3 because they're very, very similar colours, so. And guess what? I'm doing this wrong as well. Okay, I don't know where we got up to on here. Oh, man. Should we just call it early on this one? Because I feel like I've made a big bloody balls up here. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a gap because I need to repair that line. I think I've put the wrong colours there. As I say, they're so similar. To try again without spilling the tray, but you see how similar they are. So I can't say for sure that that was 8 or 3, you know, but if I leave a gap, I know that I've got to go back and sort this out, you know, so just have to carry on for the minute because I don't want to, like, I don't want to spend time plucking it off and then that's like 10 minutes of the video wasted, you know, so yeah. Okay, so let's take these 2 off. We've got to bring in D. I don't know why, but nearly every single time I do a video, I always drop the drills. So annoying. I've done it once and I've just been like, I think I've done it like 5 minutes into filming and I just was so annoyed with myself that I stopped filming it and then just like gave up filming for the rest of the night because it's very, very annoying when you have to keep like plucking them all off. But as I say, I think, you know, as long as we sort of make room. I had a email today from someone called Mrs. Wang, and basically a collaboration from, I think it was Thailand, or I don't know, but basically she wanted me to do a collaboration to do with mirrors, and I'm like, I'm a diamond painting channel, like I can't put, like it was basically showing different cosmetic mirrors and I'm like, that's really not my thing. It sort of makes you wonder, do they actually like watch the channel? Because if they watch the channel, then they would know that I'm a diamond painter. Like I keep getting all these random collaboration requests for things that are nothing to do with what I do on my channel. You know, it's not relevant to what I do, you know. And then some companies, I don't know why, but they go quiet on you. So they'll reach out to you and they'll go, right, we want to partner with you. We're such big fans of your show. And then they ask you to pick these 2 items and then you do, and then you don't hear back from them. But apparently you're supposed to be a big fan of the show. Yeah, bloody right. Never understood that. Like, you're asking, you've spent that, what, 10 minutes writing that email out to me and then you just give me the silent stuff? Like, what's that all about? Oh my God, right. Gotta be careful here, I've just done it again, so. But we're getting there. As I say, I'm always sort of like mindful of the time, because if we sit there plucking all that off, that's what, a good 10-15 minutes that we could be putting drills down. So I'll tackle this mess afterwards. But they've been saying on the news that apparently there's these massive fires in Los Angeles that is happening at the moment. So apparently they're quite hard to control, and they've lost, like, all these houses are burnt. So this is quite a nice square because that's sort of like the line for you, but I always like to go up and finish the square here. So as I say, you see that drill, that was like that, but as soon as I put that there, it sort of levels it up, which is good. Okay. Right, that's D. We want 6, which is right here. Is that number 6? Yeah. Yeah. Lindsay, you're probably screaming at me right now, aren't you, with like all this mess, but next time you see it, I'll have it all corrected. So yeah, when I was watching Two Brothers, I dived into the Valentine's Day hearts that I said I was not going to eat till Valentine's, but they were in the shelf, and if I know them they're there, I have to have them. Even if I try and hide them, I know that they're there. So yeah, I dived into them. Then I ate the whole bag of the Celebrations because they are Moorish, you know. So that was fun. So we're getting back on track now. Brilliant. See, I could have just dragged them there, but I just don't know what colour that is at the moment. So it's better I pluck it off and then separate them into their correct trays, and then rather than put them down and then find out that they're wrong, you know. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. The minute you walk through the door, boom, boom. Man of distinction, a real big spender, so looking so divine. I also love the fact that Artdot actually give you the stickers with the numbers already on it. It just takes all that time out, all that time away of sitting there manually writing out all the codes and stuff for the paintings. I think that was the drill's way of saying, I don't want you to start the colour yet. Gonna try and make a bit of room here because I do need that row cleared so I can get more down. yeah, we woke up to frost today, and that's gone now, but up towards sort of Scotland way, Liverpool, Manchester, that's all sort of like warmer weather now apparently, so it's sort of brushing down the cold bit to us, and then apparently it's supposed to get less colder, so which will be nice. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll take this S drill away because it doesn't look like we use the S in here, and then I'll just have a look for that R colour. So yeah, because that R's cropping up a lot now, is sort of like all down there, so I'm gonna need that R colour fairly soon. Right, see if I can just get a few more of these off. As you can see, I don't use tweezers because what I tend to do is get the corner and just sort of like pick it up like that. Whoops. Obviously you don't want to like dig too much that you're going to scuff it. So I think these are all one colour. Yeah, that's starting to look a little bit better, isn't it? Just don't know how I did that. It's lucky that they didn't fall on the floor, so yeah. Right, let's see if we can get that R colour next. Okay, so we get Q. Have we got a Q there? No. Must be here. I don't remember. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's like a terracotta sort of colour. So that, and we need to see if we've got green. Have we got C? We've got a 7 and a Z. We've got a funny weird sign there, so right. It's not there at the moment. So that's very similar to the tiger one that we're working on. See? Lots of similar colours. So I reckon C is not kitted up yet because I've literally run out of trays. And you know, the B that I pulled out of the bag, that was already kitted up. So this must have been a bag that I forgot I had. So that's B, and then we've got A. Do you remember that kids show years ago? It used to be called Bananas in Pyjamas, and it used to be called B1 and B2. Teddy was watching it the other day, and yeah, they used to be called, like, on their pyjamas, one would be called B1 and one would be called B2. And then they decided to turn it into animation, because the original is like people dressed up in an actual costume. So yeah, but apparently I saw a notification to say that the Jeremy Kyle show is supposed to be coming back, and also Art Attack. I think I spoke about that previously, but I'd like to see Bernard's Watch come back. That was a good programme. And the Queen's Nose, which was something to do with the 50p. But with Bernard's Watch, he would freeze people. So every time he pressed his pocket watch, people would just freeze. Okay, we've got an R. Let me sort this R out first. Okay. Wow, okie dokie. So it's quite fast pacing, isn't it? It goes pretty quick. Normally get the postman come on a Sunday, which is quite rare because they don't normally come Sundays, but over here it's terrible. With mail we hardly get any for weeks on end. But yeah, there's nothing today, so I like getting mail. I like to read it with a cup of coffee. Another thing I don't like about multi-placing is you'll line them all up and then you want to pick up 4 and you've got enough for 4, but the placer only picks up 3. So that's another thing that annoys me with placers. But I did on Temu order some bears. I've got a bear in this beautiful rose, so I can't wait to get that. What I think I'll do next is, once I've got to this line, I'll try and get a bit more of that off, or just balance it a bit so that we can just dive into it next time rather than sit there packing off drills and stuff, you know. So yes, I imagine my brother's somewhere on the train or the C4 bus, because he has to get the train and then the C4, no, I think it's the C3 up to Melbourne, because there's a place in Chelmsford called Melbourne. Sorry, let me just try and get some of these off again. I got carried away a bit there. But yeah, I've sort of give up with trying to find the Hoover. I cannot find it, so I'm gonna have to have a sort of big look tomorrow. But I don't recall putting it in the bin. I don't know why I would put it in the bin. I know I emptied the canister, but I've even checked in like my kitchen cupboards and it's just not there. So it is really annoying because I can't do the hoovering now, and like I shouldn't have to buy a new hoover just for a canister. So some of these are really stuck. drifting off easy earlier, but some of these just don't want to be picked up. Okay, I'll probably leave it there for the time being. Get some more done of this. How we're doing for time. Oh, bloody hell, 50 minutes. Good God. 50 minutes. Like, normally when I look up, it's only 30. How in the world have we got to 50 minutes already? Fuck's sake. Excuse my French, but, you know, you just sit down and start painting, and before you know it, the bloody hour's up already. Right. Oh, man. I was getting into the good bit as well. Oh well. Like dancing on ice and strictly are like the same thing, aren't they? So yeah. What I'll do is I'll finish this line here then, because I thought it was only about 30 minutes, but no, it's 50, so well, we got a little bit done, not as much as I'd like to, but it is what it is. I'll tell you what it is having to find them drays and plucking some of these off, you know. That is what the problem is. Okay, so we'll leave that session there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these trays over here, because I will be doing a bit of my special type. I'm going to have to sort out all the ones that fell off, which is going to take time, but on the positive, that gives me something to do whilst watching the whip and chat, because when I watch people's whip and chats, I don't just watch it, I like to be doing something while I watch it. So I'll have my earpiece in, I could be prepping dinner, or I could be, you know, kitting up, and then if something grabs my attention, I'll glance over. But normally I treat it as like a podcast, so I'm normally just like listening in my ear. So, oh, what a bloody mess we've got on here, haven't we? Look at all of this. I just don't know how we've done that. But I'll just brush them over there. I'll just have to sort them out later. But let's take a look, and voila. Oh, this dark blue is gorgeous, isn't it? It's like a dark blue, but I'm so pleased we got one square done. It's a shame that we had an accident in this, but it is what it is. Mistakes can happen. We are human. But yeah, always, you know, even when the drills are all stacked up carefully, I still knock the bloody things over. It's so annoying. Let's pop that there for the time being, but this is going to turn out lovely. I'm so glad that it's not actually black. It's more like a royal, sort of navy blue. I don't know if you can see that. It's not actually black, but yeah, I think this is going to turn out really, really gorgeous. I just want to get that colour in, but unfortunately, the clock has now run out, and we must wait until the next session. So yeah, until then, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you haven't subscribed already, tap the notification bell so you can be notified as when a video comes up on the channel. And if you want to become a channel member, the link's there as well. And yeah, so we're getting into the right good bit. Really thought we would have got about there, but remember, it's always like half with the block. I don't think we can ever get a block done in 1 hour, but I reckon we'll do this in like 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing all this colour. So until then, have a wonderful evening. Remember, if you want to get this, the link will be in the video description, and I will see you next time for more of this rose painting. Bye bye.